I'm Laura, and I'm a survivor from domestic violence and abuse. In 2009, I had left my husband. He was very abusive and filed for divorce the end of 2009. And then 6 weeks after I left him, he called me and told me if I'd come out to his house, he'd sign the divorce papers. I went out there that Sunday, fully believing he was gonna sign the papers. And the next thing I knew, I found myself in the back bedroom with a shotgun in my face. And he had planned on killing me and then killing himself. So when I jumped up to get away from him, he stepped back and he shot me in the abdomen. And of course I fell to the floor. And I could no longer feel my left leg because it severed all my nerves, trying to talk him into calling 911. And after about 30 minutes, he finally called 911. When I arrived at the trauma center, I no longer had a pulse and I'd completely bled out. They gave me about less than 1% chance of living. I was in a coma for about 3 weeks and underwent 13 surgeries during that 3-week period. I was in the hospital for approximately 3 months. And when I got out of the hospital, I still couldn't walk. I still couldn't feel my leg. And I can remember being in my apartment, scared to go out, but scared to stay there. And I called the National Domestic Violence Hotline. In the process of my counseling and going through this program, I started learning about United Way. All of a sudden, I felt like I was in a place where they were going to try to help me, and I could talk about what I'd been through, and somebody would understand it. After about 6 or 7 months in the program, I realized that I was no longer a victim of what had happened to me. I was a survivor because of the way everybody had supported me and that there was always someone there for me to talk to. And so then my life just seemed to like go full speed all of a sudden. I eventually turned around and started being an advocate for domestic violence and abuse. Since I went through this, my job is amazing. I got back into school. I graduated with my degree from University of Houston last year. I bought a house, bought my own house by myself, and I get to spend time with my children again and my grandchildren. The people along the way at the agency, at United Way, without them, I hate to think about where I would be today. I might still be in my apartment afraid of my own shadow not functioning, and I certainly don't want to be that person. I'm grateful, very grateful.